G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
And this week I'm going to kick off with a Chardonnay. Yes, I know week after week we do Rieslings. This time we're going to have a look at a Chardonnay. Now, this is the Shadowfax Chardonnay. Shadowfax basically have a brilliant cellar door just down in Werribee there, the old mansion. But what they do is grab grapes from various areas throughout Victoria and put them together and really kind of blend it up to make sure that you get a brilliant drop. Now, the Chardonnay, this is very much the kind of new style of Chardonnay. It's not the 10-year-old, remember how oaked everything was Chardonnay. This is kind of much more that kind of bright, crisp, fresh style. So appeals to guys like us who love a Riesling. You know, you don't have to kind of, get through tons of butter and tons of oak to really get towards the fruit flavours, and it matches up much better with kind of the sort of foods that we're eating now, rather than having to throw it together with something that's full of fat to kind of match it up. So, fresh summer fruits for the guys in the Northern Hemisphere, or maybe, just something like a fish dish. Beautiful Shadowfax Chardonnay, and just under $30.
Yeah, look at just the high 20s there, and it really is a great drop coming out of Shadowfax at the moment. I'm going to switch across to the Coonawarra now to look at a Cabernet. Now this is the Penley Estate Phoenix Cabernet. Now we've actually had a look at a few vintages of this already in a short time that we've been around, and the reason is this is a really good drop, and it fits in with our criteria because we're always looking for value for money, and without doubt this is one of the better value for money Cabernets coming out of the Coonawarra. Now you can pick this up generally around the traps for under $20. Some people at the moment, because this is only fairly recently released, the 2006, some people are discounting it even further than that. So if you do see it around the sort of mid to high teens, go out and grab a few bottles because it really is great drinking. Some people are saying that the 06 vintage is the best out of their last few, which is saying a fair bit. In fact, across the board, some of the people in Coonawarra are thinking that the 06 ones coming out now are going to be up there with the 04s from a couple of years ago. So look, Penley Estate doing good work across their range, but this the Phoenix Cabernet represents really good value at the sort of $18, $19 mark.
It certainly does. They're just, the last 3 years been brilliant drops, definitely deserve a place on your table. Last one we're going to have a look at to kind of complete the big trip around southeastern Australia is the Stony Rise Pinot Noir. Now this is from the Tamar Valley in Tasmania. Not exactly the most well-known of wine regions, but with drops like this, well, it might become one of those big spots because this is a very big, bold Pinot Noir. It's not that super light French style. This is huge in your face, but they've only been doing it for about 3 years, the Stony Rise Pinot Noir, so they're starting to hit their straps. First vintage was probably too overblown, but now really starting to find the mark with it. As I said, it's still a big, bold Pinot Noir. So I'd put it together, say, with something like roast duck, or maybe free-range chicken that's been roasted with lots of spices on it, because big, meaty, powerful, lots of cherry in there, but still a kind of earthy notes that make Pinot Noir just a lovely drop. So once again, this is just under the 30 mark, so it's not super cheap, but look, for Pinot Noir, just under 30 is a very good starting point, because look, we all know that you often pay $50, $60 for just average stuff, and this is far from average. This is a very good wine that you should have a go at.
Yeah, and look, there are some really good Pinots in Tassie, and this is one of the ones to keep your eye out for.
It certainly is. Anyhow, that's it for this week on Wine Week. We'll see you all again next week.
See you next week.